Good day guys. This is an introduction video for MARPOL 73 of 78. MARPOL is an international convention for the prevention of pollution from ships, 1973, as modified by the Protocol of 1978. It is the main international convention covering prevention of pollution of the marine environment by ships from operational or accidental causes. It is a combination of two treaties adopted in 1973 and 1978 respectively and updated by amendments through the years. The convention includes regulations aimed at preventing and minimizing pollution from ships, both accidental pollution and from routine operations, and currently includes 6 technical annexes. Special areas with strict controls on operational discharges are included in most annexes. Annex 1, Regulations for the Prevention of Pollution by Oil, entered into force on October 2, 1983. Covers prevention of pollution by oil from operational measures as well as from accidental discharges. The 1992 amendments to Annex 1 made it mandatory for new oil tankers to have double hulls and brought in a phase-in schedule for existing tankers to fit double hulls, which was subsequently revised in 2001 and 2003. Annex 2, Regulations for the Control of Pollution by Noxious Liquid Substances in Bulk. Entered into force on October 2, 1983. This annex details the discharge criteria and measures for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances carried in bulk. Around 250 substances were evaluated and included in the list appended to the convention. The discharge of their residues is allowed only to reception facilities until certain concentrations and conditions are complied with. Annex 3, Prevention of Pollution by Harmful Substances Carried by Sea in Packaged Form. MARPOL Annex 3 covers harmful substances that are defined as marine pollutants in the IMDG Code. IMDG stands for the International Maritime Dangerous Goods Code. Entered into force on July 1992. This annex consists of 8 regulations that cover the different aspects of a harmful substance from packing to stowage to how much can be carried at a time. It contains general requirements for the issuing of detailed standards on packing, marking, labeling, documentation, stowage, limitations, exceptions and notifications. For the purpose of this annex, harmful substances are those substances which are identified as marine pollutants in the International Maritime Dangerous Goods Code, IMDG Code, or which meet the criteria in the appendix of Annex 3. Annex 4, Prevention of Pollution by Sewage from Ships. Entered into force September 27, 2003. The 4th Annex focuses on sewage from ships. Sewage can be a real problem, especially in closed water bodies such as river channels, lakes, and internal seas. To address this problem, MARPOL Annex 4 prohibits the discharge of sewage into the sea unless it is through an approved sewage treatment plant or comminuted and disinfected to specified limits. MARPOL Annex 4 consists of 12 regulations that form 4 chapters. Annex 5, Prevention of Pollution by Garbage from Ships, entered into force December 31, 1988. Annex 5 was brought into effect to prevent the unfettered discharge of garbage into the sea. It classifies garbage into multiple categories with instructions on how and where each category is to be disposed. It consists of 9 regulations. Annex 6, Prevention of Air Pollution from Ships, entered into force on May 19, 2005. Air pollution from ships has come increasingly into focus in the past 2 decades. It emits greenhouse gases and ozone-depleting substances that are causing climate change as well as damage to humans and environment. To prevent this, the organization has enforced many measures. Many others are in development by the Marine Environment Protection Committee of the IMO. This annex sets limits on sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide emissions from ship exhausts and prohibits deliberate emissions of ozone-depleting substances. Designated emission control areas set more stringent standards for SOx, NOx, and particulate matter. MARPOL Annex 6 consists of 19 regulations in 3 chapters.